Hi Matija, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to do a reading for you again. For everyone watching, guys, this is a personal YouTube reading for an amazing person. And if you don't want to watch it, skip it. And Matija, I will start right away with your reading. I know I did a palm reading for you, but I think it wasn't enough time to go to actually to see all of the marks that you have, because you have like so many marks and signs on your palms. And I'm still gonna do the palm reading for this YouTube reading as well. And then I'm gonna do a tarot cards and candle wax reading for you as well. So first of all, I wanna start with both of your palms. And if you wanna have a look, like you see the right palm of yours, this is your destiny palm. And the left palm, this is your free will palm. And if you can see, majority of the lines are actually different. So it means that you don't follow your destiny whatsoever. So you create your own future, you create your own destiny. And this is amazing. This is the part of you being the dark mage you are and working and practicing with magic and you coming into your power. So this is quite amazing, I would say. If you have a look at your palms, like the biggest sign that you can find on your left palm, it's a triangle. Triangle represents healing abilities and being a medium. So in ancient Egypt, people that used to have triangles like that, they were like originally initiated into temples, especially in the temple of Thoth, to work with kings, emperors, pharaohs, to work with dark entities, with demons, with darkness. So literally people like you, like in ancient Egypt, you would become a high priest. And your main ability, like your main like practicing goal in reincarnation would be heal people and connect with darkness, like send the messages. Everything you have on your left palm is actually like all the major marks are inside the triangle. So all of your gifts and abilities are trapped in this healing pyramid. So it means in the end, whatever you do, you actually help people to heal. So even if you do dark magic, even if you practice something to do with occult, demonology, like doing readings, in the end you still heal people. After session with you or after even talking with you, normal people, they actually feel your healing energy and they feel your amazing aura and they feel better. And even me, like I talk to you over like video call, so I do remember like feeling quite better after like hanging up the phone. So you do know how to heal others without even realizing it. And this is the main reason why you probably can't heal yourself. Usually people like you lack this ability to heal their own bodies. So for you, if you want to become healthy, the only way for you to heal yourself is through actually physical exercise, changing your diet, walking in nature, like spending a lot of time in nature. So it should be like physical healing. And then your spiritual body also gonna heal. Also, if you want to connect, I think I went through that as well. If you want to connect more with your spiritual side, with your abilities and gifts, you actually have to work on your body quite a lot. You have to change your diet, maybe give up smoking eventually, and live as healthy as you can, because this is the only way for you to unlock your abilities and gifts. And I want to start with your right palm. And I did mention that you have the Eye of the Audience, so you have like strong connection with seer magic, the magic of Vikings. So you can cast runes and bonds and predict the future and also heal through spirits. You have the Ring of Morganas, actually 2 marks. So you have 2 guardian demons next to you. In your past lives, you had 2 relationships, like different reincarnations with different demons. And that's why it's kind of like very hard for you to find normal relationship in this lifetime. Actually, by destiny, you are given one specific soul, one person that's supposed to come into your life and be with you. Someone like you, like literally like a mirror. Someone as gifted as you, someone who is practicing as well. And this person is not attached to your lifeline yet. So it means it's either you're not ready to receive this person or they're not ready, because they're also supposed to be gifted and practicing. So I feel it's like more from your side, because there is so much for you to kind of like learn and come into your own power, but there is someone for you definitely. So if you practice, you will meet this person. When it comes to your gifts and abilities, strangely enough, you know, usually people who are born with gifts and abilities like you, these abilities are more prominent on the right palm. In your case, it's actually the left palm where I can see your gift and abilities like more vividly. But I think we also talked about your left palm being your more significant palm when it comes to practicing magic. It's like your left side of the body is more open, so that's the side of your body when you feel more and sense more, and hence the hand as well is like more active and more open to the abilities as well. You have one unusual mark like here. This is the mark that in ancient Mesopotamia the priests used to have. They usually used to cut like this part of the fingers, like symbolizing their sacrificing their life to the gods that they would pray. And you have them on your fingers as well, almost on each finger, except for this one. So it tells me that in ancient Mesopotamia you also used to be a high priest as well, and you used to worship high deities, and also used to knew how to heal through demons, through dark magic. For you, working with the underworld and darkness and demons is like, it's a must. This is who you are. You can become dark magician, you can call yourself alchemist, you can become like tarot reader if you want, you can cast runes, you can choose so much things to do, you can create your own thing, like your own independent kind of like type of ritual that you can do for others. But whatever comes to you, it should be something that you really feel drawn to personally, and something that you personally like. If you don't like something, like for example, if you don't want to cast runes, if you tried it and it doesn't work for you, like you don't feel connection much, you shouldn't do that. You've done so many things in your past lives. In this lifetime, you have opportunity to choose the thing that you want to practice. It could be a mix of different things, but all of them should be something that you personally love to do. And I think I said that you have the mark that a lot of celebrities have. So you're supposed to become like very famous in this niche, in this occult specifically. Also, you have 2 triangles, 2 more pyramids. Again, like this ancient Egyptian influence on your life is still strong, but a lot of people actually who are born gifted, they practice a lot in ancient Egypt. And I think you're one of them as well. Ancient Egypt, I think, was one of the few civilizations where they took religion like so close to heart, but their religion was magic. So practicing witchcraft, working with demons, doing spells, performing different types of rituals was like such a normal thing for them. So that's why a lot of people, they still carry this information in their souls. And for you also, like casting spells and doing rituals is also very, very normal thing. I do encourage you to start working with witchcraft as well. Like try witchcraft, try to do a few spells on your own, for you, especially to help yourself on your journey. If you want to achieve something, anything that you need in this 3D realm, wealth, success, help with work, anything on your mind, honestly, use spells. Practice them, cast them, and you can create your own ritual, even ritual to open up like your abilities to communicate with demons, open up your like vision, to become a seer, to see more. So anything you want, spells might help. Spells in the end is just a way to manifest the things you want. And you are a crazy manifestator. You can manifest anything. Like your future is so open, like right here, because this is the free will palm. So it tells me about your life, like current situation and the future. Here there's so many possibilities for you. So you can manifest anything you want. Interestingly enough, I told you that you have the most unusual palms. So like in this area, like whatever you have, this like chaotic movements of like multiple lines, this is something very abnormal. Never seen this on people before. So you have so many interesting, intriguing signs there. You have the Orion belt, so which means that your soul is connected with these deities that came in ancient times from the skies. So it could be Anunnaki or whatever it is you can call them, but your soul is not of the Earth's origin for sure. And you have the wings of Leonardo da Vinci, so it means you met Leonardo da Vinci in one of your past lives. And that's why in this lifetime you can like combine technology with the occult in the most unique and like amazing way. So you are the person that is like crazy good with the occult or supernatural, but also amazing at this like innovative technologies. Like you use everything that you can get your hands on, and you are fascinated by the future, like what does the future hold for humanity. But you can find this like amazing like line so you can use both. And same goes with your understanding of life. Like you get humans like right away. You know who is good, who is bad, like what their intentions toward you. You have this some kind of like empathy for people, I would say, but also you don't respect a lot of people because you can see clearly for what they are. And because your life was hard and you achieved a lot of things, and you've worked hard for the things you have, and you had to make decisions that weren't easy for you. So now when you see people who are weak, I don't think you have compassion for them because you know that they can do better. You don't really like people who would complain a lot. You don't like people who are not independent. And that's why for you it's very hard to make friends. But if you trust someone, if you like someone, you will open your heart to this person. But I see for now, like you probably feel more lonely than usual because you don't have these people that you can trust, that you can be open with. And even though your social skills amazing, I told you, like in the company, like if you out, like your social skills like so good that people think you are a people person, but you are actually the opposite. So you can hide. You always have this like hermit. You actually have a hermit lamp on your hand as well. So you know this, like you know how to hide from people, from demons. You can turn on and off the switch, like the bridge between the supernatural and 3D. And because of that, it's very hard to find you, even in the underworld, but quite possible because you're there. This line represents some kind of like physical impact on your health and body. So I would say maybe in the next 5 years something might happen to you if you're not going to become healthier. So for you it's very important to start thinking about your physical body and become serious about changing your diet and life choices. And I'm pretty sure you know what I mean, so make sure that you become healthier. This is very important to you and your spiritual growth as well. In the next 3 years, you will open up your abilities to the fullest if you practice daily. It's like this is the time for you when the universe gives you the opportunity to become who you truly are. But it requires dedication, a lot of dedication. You know, this Marx from the ancient Mesopotamia tells me that you kind of need to talk to the universe or the underworld or whatever it is you feel that it's around you, and tell them all who is around you that you're ready and you want this and you're willing to make it your life. It's like you have to admit that this is who you are, and you have to realize that you want it so badly that you can actually dedicate the rest of your life to the occult. And the results will be tremendous. The results will be amazing. There's so many good things gonna come. It's actually beyond your imagination at the moment. And maybe you don't believe me, but there's so many things that you can achieve just by becoming like serious about your occult gifts and knowledge. Your soul remembers so much. Everything you see or hear, it's like this resonance. If something resonates with you right away, you know that for you it's truth. If it doesn't resonate, if you don't feel that this is something like something that you can relate to, so it means it's not real. So that's why for you it's very easy to find people who are truly gifted or who are not saying the truth. So you can actually remember a lot of things without learning them. And this is an amazing gift to have, and this is an amazing thing to kind of explore. So for example, when you go on YouTube and you watch someone and they talk about like specific demons, for example, if it doesn't resonate, it means it's not true. So at least you know like this information is not real. When it comes to practicing and working with demons, for you, it's quite easy. You know, you don't need to do any type of rituals or invocations. You don't really have to do anything, to be honest, because the connection is already there. They're already with you, and I think we talked about this. You see them, they come to you. You have these experiences like not even sleep paralysis, they're just there, so you see them. So for you, the only way to unlock it more, it's just to practice and realize their presence. So when they're there, you just have to talk to them and tell them that you sense or see, but you don't hear. and they will find a way to actually like deliver a message for you in a way that you can realize it or understand it or hear it. And they don't really require worship from you, so you don't have to worship anyone. I know that you come from an interesting bloodline, Dracula bloodline for sure, so you have this I would say cold blood in you, so you always feel different and you feel like sense things like you part animal in a way. So you have this crazy intuition and sense about something good or bad happening, and use it in your daily life, use it in your practice, use it to manifest things you want in your life. Also work with energy. This is very important as an energy healer, because you have this triangle that usually only energy healers have. You have to learn how to control your energy. This is supposed to be some kind of routine that you do every day. Maybe in the morning, the moment you wake up, it could be like a couple of minutes and practice something. Like you can find something online, or the exercise I showed you before, you can do them. Just a few minutes a day, just to feel your energy. The moment you will be able to feel your energy, you can just go and like use your hands to feel that and sense energy around you, around people, like kind of scan the situation, like the energy of the day, everything that comes to you. But working with the energy also is very important for you, because you have so much energy. Sometimes when you don't release your energy from your body, you might feel like down or sick, or like negative thoughts might come to your mind. It's just because the energy is there and you don't use it whatsoever. Ideally, you have to do readings for others. You have to do spells for others. You have to do some kind of like energy exchange with people in front of you. Being part of vampire, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to drink human's blood, but it means that the energy exchange is supposed to be there. It's like, you know, sometimes people say that they've met like energy vampire. So I think they kind of misunderstand the point of energy vampires. Energy vampire, it's kind of like you. So you don't have to like take the energy from people. You have to do the exchange. It's like you give them yours, because your energy is beautiful, it's healing, it's very powerful and strong, and you take theirs. But by taking their energy, you also take in like their spirits. You kind of like feel them, you kind of sense what's going on with this human in front of you, and you get for a few seconds to feel where their souls are from, where are they at the moment. Like some people, they bring the underworld with them, some people bring their ancestors with them. So with time, in less than 3 years, you will be able to sense if the person in front of you is a normal person, or if it's a witch, if it's a healer, if it's someone special, if it's a demon. You might be able to see like people who have alien blood in them, people who have demons, demigods, like crazy, interesting people and energies walking around you on a daily basis. And this all starts with a simple exercise, few minutes a day for you. So make sure that every day you practice something occult related. Also, I do recommend for you to use tarot. I know you have it, so use it daily as well. And maybe not for asking specific questions, but just like pulling the card of the day. So for example, I'm gonna pull the card. So whenever this reading gonna find you, this is gonna be the card that represents the day. So for example, this is the Four of Swords, it's reversed. So as you see, this is like quite chaotic card, like a lot of happening, but nothing major. So in reality, it's supposed to be rest from strife, but because it's reversed, it means you're not resting and the strife is still going on. So maybe the day that the reading will find you will be quite insignificant, nothing special. The day will be filled with like tiny routines, tasks. It's like normal routine-ish day, and this is how you should do readings for yourself. Like maybe in the morning, like pull a card and put it there on your altar, in your room, you know, in your wallet, in your pocket, and see if it's gonna resonate or not, if the day was like that or not. This is the easiest way to start working with tarot on a daily basis. just to feel the energy of the card itself. For you, another good exercise to learn energy would be just pull one card and then scan it with your hand and then feel what comes. If you can sense something specific about this card, if you can sense like some kind of message or like a vision, and then remember it, maybe write it down somewhere, and then see the card, and in your mind like take a note if what you received, like this message, if it's actually resonate with the meaning of the like classical meaning of the card, and then in the evening see what's actually happened or what was interesting. Was there a resonance? You know, in the beginning of my journey when I was learning tarot, like I would pull one card a day, and in the morning, for example, the card would be like amazing card like High Priestess, and then that would be the day of my job interview, for example, and I would get a job, and then I come back and like, okay, High Priestess it actually represents coming into your power, getting the things you want, and it's actually helped me to give specific meaning to every card that I have on my deck, because it actually was resonant with the day I had. And this is easy because it's kind of, you don't ask yourself a question like yes or no question, for example, because subconsciously you always want to receive a specific answer, but it gives you opportunity to learn the energy of the card or the energy of the day or your own energy. So practice, 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 and then everything will come. For you, like such a gifted person, there's so much supposed to be unlocked for you in the next coming months and years. I'm very excited for you, but you just have to practice, honestly. There's no other way to learn everything else. I'm just gonna pull a few cards for you to see what they're gonna tell us. If there's some kind of message or warning or anything specific that Matija wants to hear or needs to hear at the moment. Let's see. Okay, cards are already jumping, so there is a message. I always like to check the bottom of the card, and this is so interesting. So, Six of Pentacles, it's material success, and the first card that actually jumped, if you can see, it's material happiness. So this is the first message that you're supposed to receive, that abundance is coming. If there is some kind of project on your mind, like work related, or if you actually think of starting this occult practice on the side, if there is something on your mind that actually like concerns the money are coming, like abundance, crazy abundance is coming, confirmed by 2 tarot cards. So expect money like very soon. Also expect kind of, I would say, failure. So making mistakes. So I would say making mistakes for you is something important for you, for your soul to grow. You know, sometimes for some people, especially people who are so intelligent and smart like you are, and stubborn as well. So for you, the only way you learn is through something negative, through mistakes, failures, through things being taken away from you. So something negative will come for you to realize something good. So out of this negative thing, something amazing going to come. So wait for this to come and take it as is, and know that better things are coming. Another card is Queen of Swords. So this usually represents, as it looks like, a person who is playing with your head. Someone who is kind of like, you know, messing with you and not being honest. And this card is reversed. So it means if there was someone on your life path that you didn't trust and you think this person is not good to you, they are actually the good people. Maybe they don't know how to express themselves, or they just don't know how to be with you because you're quite different. It actually takes a lot of guts for people to be with you. It takes a lot of courage to even talk to you, because you know how different you are. You know that you're not the easiest person to be around with. So give some people credit if you want to be with someone. This is the message. I want to see what other 3 cards are here. You actually got, out of 6 cards, you have 2 major arcana and Queen, and you have actually like very interesting cards, I would say. So tarot do really talk to you, and I feel like this is important card. This is actually the Rest from Strife. So the cards are saying that regardless to the journey that you're going through, everything is going to be okay. You are blessed, protected, guided. So just don't worry. You are taken care of. You don't need to hermit anymore. The universe is open for you. You don't have to go to meet people that you don't want to be with, honestly. Maybe this is the time when you're actually supposed to cut a lot of people away from you, cut off people, because people who are only thinking about like having fun are no longer needed in your life. But also don't be a hermit. There are people who are worthy of you. There are people who might help you on your life path and your life journey. Ask for the people to be sent your way, the right people, the people who also practice, people who also into all of this stuff. It's like this is the time for you to find this community and to belong somewhere and to someone, literally. I feel like you have a teacher at the moment. You have someone special in your life, someone who is willing to guide you, and someone who is there for you. Even maybe you don't realize it yet, but the things are getting better. That's the energy of the cards for me. The things are getting more interesting for you if you start practicing, if you become serious, if you ask your demons to bring you new people, they're gonna come. If you ask them for change, the change is coming. There are so many possibilities for you in the future. You can even move to another country. You can become like, you know, your own boss in this occult field and do many crazy things. You have 3 quiet years, I would say. The time when you supposed to learn a lot and understand what it is that you actually want in this lifetime. And then the life become like roller coaster for you, like so many surprises, so many things to do if you're willing to accept it. Manifest like a crazy person. This is the time when you can ask all these crazy things that you want, because your demon's gonna help you, they're gonna guide you. Your magic will guide you when you need to be. The energy of the cards are just extremely positive, and I hope you can feel it, and I hope you believe that your future is incredible, because it is. And the move is crazy, the move across the ocean. So have it in mind, you are not forever where you are, and maybe in the back of your mind, start preparing, like spiritually pack there, like break your ties with the land, because the new land is coming for you. This is the message that I got from these cards. And honestly, I think you can use your cards also to manifest. You can use them on your altar as well. And cards are such an interesting like getaway to the world of darkness, I would say, because they open your own abilities too, and they open your like these ties with the underworld. Even imaginary helps and the sigils, all of these things that you can find on tarot are quite amazing on your journey. So you can learn, if you get like specific tarot that has a lot of sigils and symbols and a lot of imagery that actually talks to you, you can learn a lot of things. I would recommend something dark, like something to do with either only sigils or demons, for sure. This is where you're supposed to start. Talking of demons, I want to do like some kind of like dark reading for you using candle wax. I have prepared a water with like darker flowers and dark candle. So this is literally a reading about darkness and your demonic side. It's so interesting, the first candle wax drops are like so fast, and if you can see, I don't know if it's actually shown, but all the time they split in two. It's like every time the wax becomes solidified, it's kind of parts 2 ways. So for me, it tells me that you have 2 possibilities how to go with the underworld. First of all, the wax is showing me that you are half demon, so you have demonic blood in you, and you have vampire blood in you. You are connected to this beautiful family that I'm also like so fascinated by, the Dracula family. And I don't know if you've been to a Drum Castle, like Dracula Castle in Romania, but you have to go for sure. And also in the underworld, I don't remember if I mentioned that or not, they see you as their own. You are not standing in the underworld as a human. You're standing there as a demon. So that's why for you, you already have an access, and there's like 2 opportunities for you, I would say, how to work with the underworld. Like the first one is doing dark magic. I know you're not quite ready for it, but it's not what you think. Like, they not require sacrifice from you, they not require blood, like nothing like that. They only require you to actually use demons, especially your own demon, and you know his name, for giving you the things you want and for helping you on your path. Or you can just work with people and they're still going to be there with you because you have the connection, but you will never tell them what you're dealing with. It's like you hiding your power and you are not vocal about this darkness that you're working with, which is honestly your own choice and your own decision as a person in this lifetime, in this reincarnation. And I don't think they actually care what you're going to use, but working directly with the underworld is faster for you. It's going to open you more doors. Interesting. So they show me that when it comes to your abilities, like this magical abilities that you have, you're like a child. Sometimes you believe like crazy, and you know, you feel, you sense this power that you have and what you can achieve and the things you can do. And then something stops you and you stop believing in yourself and you're losing this sense of your own abilities. So it's kind of like on and off, like fire. It starts and then it goes away. And you have to find this balance when you always constantly feel your power. You actually have 3 demons standing next to you all the time. That's why you might see them when you go to sleep, or that's why you never feel like you're alone, like fully. You know, some people, they feel this loneliness when it's kind of scary. You don't feel it. You feel that someone is always watching you. This is what you feel more than loneliness. And you really need to learn how to harness this energy from the underworld. In your case, it's coming from your body, from within. So if you put your arms, your hands, like your palms on your like chest, and you can kind of like ask them to show you the darkness, they're gonna show you, you're gonna feel it. It's like your heartbeat gonna change its speed, and you might sense like the time stops for a few seconds. Honestly, Matija, I don't think you realize how open you are to the underworld, how it is around you at all the times. It's just your human self. When you start concentrating on something like 3D, something normal, something that is part of your daily routine, that's when you stop this access, that's when you stop this beauty. Like, this underworld becomes numb in a way, but it's always there, you're always there. It's, you know, in the beginning when I said that the candle wax was splitting in 2, I feel you have like these 2 people living inside of you. One is the one that is seen by others, and one that lives in the underworld, but no one sees. And as long as they split it, as long as they're not connected, you don't feel your power fully. But you are coming into your power. Eventually it will be there. I just hope it's going to be faster. I do have an advice for you. For this second Matija, the dark one, find him a name. Something to do with dark magic, something to do with darkness, something to do with demons, something to do with vampires for sure. Find the name that's only you know, and this is the name will be like a key to connecting with this darkness. There might be someone on your mind, very important person in your life journey. It also tells me that you need to invest in spiritual tools. If there was something that you really wanted for the longest time, you should get it now. It's perfect timing. Like maybe like a black crystal ball to do as scrying, or like crazy expensive runes, or a knife for your rituals. Anything you want, this is the time to get it. Also, you need to go to some kind of antique store. You have to just like touch these antiques to see that maybe there's going to be something for you. It could be something small, not necessarily something like expensive and big, but something for you. At the moment, you are governed by number 5 and number 6. In numerology, number 5 represents the Hierophant. So this is the number for people who are gifted like you, who are crazy connected with the underworld, with darkness, for people who have like magical abilities, and for people who are supposed to build their own empires. So for people like, honestly, like you, number 6 is the number of Lucifer and the number of governing love, the vibrations of love. So it means love is coming. You might fall in love, or someone might fall in love with you. So it's something new, like new vibrations. Also, I want to tell you that sometimes love is not what you think. It could be different. You're not supposed to be like falling in love in order to actually love someone. Love is such an interesting concept, and I think you need to kind of learn what it could be, and to kind of touch the other side of love. You have to learn how to be more open to special people, I would say, to maybe to love someone without being in love. I want to check the bottom of the candle box. It's interestingly enough, it's kind of like the bottom of the candle wax and the top is quite similar. It's almost the same, identical. To me, it honestly represents your connection with your second dark Matija, with your darkness. I feel it's happening like very soon. The dark one of you will be shown as hard as the usual Matija, which is nice. When it comes to working with demons, also I would recommend to you, because no one specifically came, I would say just any demon that you feel drawn to, just talk to them, invite them, because they're already there. You don't have to choose them. I think they all kind of see you, they feel you, they know you part of them, and they see you for who you are. So you don't have to kind of like invoke them because they're there. You just have to ask them to come. Imagine that they're your friends and they're there with you. Just ask them to come. Some people do not like offerings. It's like when, for example, when you have a drink or like you smoke a cigarette, just give one cigarette to them, or one drink, pour another shot for a demon that you ask to come and visit. This is interesting practice to do. It kind of reminds you or shows your mind that this is unseen part of existence is also real. Maybe it's something you might want to try as well. And I think this is it. Honestly, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to read for you again. You have such an amazing energy. You're such an amazing person and human being, and demonic being as well. I wish you all the best on your magical journey. I hope all your wishes and dreams come true, and I hope you come into your power much, much sooner than even you think. Thank you again, and have an amazing day.